Sometimes we talk about meaning and purpose. I would probably tie those to this whole issue of place, that according to the Bible, in Ephesians, we're God's workmanship, created in advance to do good works which He's prepared, created in Christ Jesus to do good works which He's prepared in advance. So there are certain good works that are prepared for me. In Psalm 139 it says, all of you hem me in behind and before, your hand is on my shoulders. You think about me 1,000 times a day. And then it says, all of my days were written in your book before one of them came to be. And so there's this sense that I have a unique path that's been designed since the foundations of the world, that in God's big plan He has a place for me, that I'm not anonymous, I'm not elbowing with 7 billion other people for position that I have to somehow find, but that I need to receive the position that He's given me. I need to accept the place that He's given me. I need to walk in the good works that He's prepared in advance for me to do. And I think that the conviction that my life does have a purpose, that there are good works planned in advance, that He does in His overall plan, He counted on me, and that He's before me and behind me, that His hand is on my shoulder, that Psalm 23, He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake. If we assume that that's true, then our next prayer will be, God, show me what those good works are. God, show me what my calling is. God, show me my place in your way. Tell me about some of those days that you wrote in your book. And then the purpose for our lives begins to unfold. And one of the things that's very important is to recognize that purpose and that unfolding story is different than anyone else's on earth. And I find so many times people miss their purpose because they don't believe God has their purpose, and so they try to steal someone else's purpose. Or they don't believe that they have their place, and so they try to take someone else's place and be just like this person or compete with that person. And what you find is that they lose their place and they never really get that other place because it wasn't really theirs to begin with. And so it's like Peter when God says, you're this. If you love me, feed my sheep. And by the way, people are going to lead you where you don't want to know. And Peter stops and he says, well, Lord, what about him? What about him? And there's this sense that you showed me my path, but now I'm comparing it and I want what someone else has. And Jesus says, if I want him to remain alive until I return, what is that to you? You follow me. And one of the keys to finding our purpose is when we stop, when we hear the Jesus say, what is that to you? We stop comparing ourselves with others. We stop trying to be like someone else, and we really embrace the path that God has for us. Because on that path really is joy, meaning, and the empowerment of Christ as we obey Him.